My name's Melanie Lane and I'm the choreographer for Slow Haunt for the season State. The initial idea for Slow Haunt was to really draw upon those iconic ballets that mythologise the underworld, and we can see that in ballets such as Giselle or La Sylphide or La Bayadère. And I was really interested in reimagining that world in a contemporary sense. For this new version, Aurelian invited me to extend the work, and that was a really exciting prospect for me because it meant that I could think about what happens to these bodies and what is their life before they enter the underworld. Although it's a quite melancholy idea, I think there's a lot of beauty in the way that humans collectively work together to try to maintain things that are meaningful to them. It's been really beautiful to have returned to the ballet after 2 years to work with the same dancers and also some new ones, and to see how they've grown. It feels like they've really developed all these new skills and new experiences in their bodies, and it's really beautiful to see that. For me, what's unique about working with the ballet is that we have very different languages, and how those two languages meet creates something new. And so in coming here and learning from these particular dancers with a very specific history, I was really interested in drawing from that history and learning from their experience in their bodies and incorporating that into the language of the work. Working with Akira on costume design, we started collecting a lot of images between us that spoke to these ideas of the underworld or the supernatural, and he had a lot of references from his Japanese culture. I had references from my Javanese culture, and then also diving into the historic ballets that have very iconic imagery in those worlds as well. We ended up creating a world that was really unique and really clear, and I felt like we found a really exciting way to work with each other. And so when we met again this time, we were able to go back into that world and keep dreaming and keep evolving ideas into something that is quite otherworldly and a little bit science fiction. My collaboration with the composer Clark, we love to create these new worlds together. He's working with a combination of electronics and recorded instruments, and that includes strings and horns that belong to our real world, but also electronics that kind of reflect on what a future world might look like, or what another parallel universe might sound like. I hope the audience will be able to be transported to a place that is of speculative fiction, and I think often when we create speculative fiction, it creates a space for us to reflect back on ourselves. I hope the audience are transported and immersed in this new reimagined world and can come out of it with a way to think about our place in the world.